didn't work.
Now it is.
Now we are live.
Yes,
hey,
we are.
We are live and we have passed the introduction. Guess why? Because I wasn't live when I played it. So, well, most especially on our anniversary, I'm missing Paul. That's all. That's all it is. That's all it is. And it looks like we have latecomers today. Oh, there we are. There's Robbie McCarthy and Donna Nahalo. Hello, ladies. How are you tonight? Whitney's here with us. And Robbie, I bet you feel like you just saw Whitney too, because you did. Oh, happy anniversary. Thank you, Donna. I'll put this up. Not that I think that Paul is watching, because he's out celebrating having a lovely dinner with a friend while I'm here working. So it's, but he hit the road early this morning and he is in Louisville and duty calls. And so I am here with Whitney and all of you. And look at you all coming on so fast and lovely. Jillian, hi, Jillian. I hope you're feeling well. And Deb Jensen's with us. Rita Cotterman is here. And Anna Maria Milani is with us. Beth Ann and Darren Showers and Lori Royce so far. So welcome, everyone. And we have got some fun things to show you tonight. So Whitney and I have been very busy, haven't we, Whitney?
We have been terribly busy. All good things, though. All good things. We're grateful to be busy. That's for sure.
Oh, isn't that the truth? We actually came into the shop yesterday to grab a skein of yarn and wound up being here for 3 hours.
Having the most fun we've ever had.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's been a great it's been a great weekend. Whitney was in the area over the weekend, so we got to spend a little extra time with her. And that's always fun because I love brainstorming with you, Whitney. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you, Paulette.
So let's see, we got a couple more people. Michelle Lewis is with us and Lisa Simmons. Hey, Lisa, happy anniversary, P&P. Thank you. Thank you. Nancy Park says Paul's rental car is giving him a massage. Can you believe the rental car he has a back massage in it?
That is amazing.
I can't believe it.
I read that on his Facebook post. I was like, oh my gosh.
I would probably just fall asleep. I can't do that. Don't put the massage on when you're driving home from dinner, Paul, whatever you do.
Imagine if it was the massage and the heat setting all at once. You would just like, I mean, is this also a self-driving car? Because it's sounding sounding pretty amazing and relaxing and dangerous.
My mom and dad used to have twin recliners that had heat and massage, and my brother used to call them shake and bake recliners.
That's awesome.
Oh gosh. So Wendy Longcar, hi, thanks for joining us. Sue Libby Cook, Bev Reiser, and Deb Massa is here, and so is Nancy Parks is saying yes, Hyundai and Kia. Good for them. Wow. Good for them. So yeah, we're getting through anniversaries separately today. Can you tell? Look at this. I spent a little bit of time outside knitting. I love my arms. Look.
I thought you were looking a little pink there, just around the edges.
I am a little pink there. I'm a little pink there and a little pink there. But Minnie and Tucker and I had a lovely afternoon on the deck. And I was knitting away, but I could not finish my my project before the show. But I will be able to show it to you. Yes, I have. I'm wearing my very own lobster sweater. It's called Sunburn. I'm sun-kissed today. Yeah. So Whitney, tell us about our newest. Let me get up so people can see us. Our newest Unsubscription Box. Yay.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to, show you the Fresh Salt Shoulder Cozy.
Yes.
So, Paulette and I have been brainstorming about summer projects and things that, accessories that we can wear during the warmer months to honor our passion for knitting and keep us feeling fashionable and comfortable when we don't necessarily need layer upon layer of wool. So we are featuring two of our very favorite linen cotton blends in our versions of Fresh Salt. And Paulette is wearing the striped version in Ella Ray Marmel, which Marmel Duo. Yes. So not to be confused with the original Marmel, both of which are beautiful and both of which are cotton linen blend, and both would be appropriate for this project. We use the new Duo, which is brand new to the market this season, and it does this gorgeous kind of very regular stripe. Yes, Nancy, I think you are exactly right that, you know, when we go out to dinner or we're enjoying you know, being dressed up for an occasion and you're having to go inside and the air conditioning's, you know, overzealous and you just need a little something to keep you a little bit warmer without adding that, you know, heat. Really, the Fresh Salt is the ideal kind of dressy accessory.
And we had some real fun doing some a little photo shoot for it. And so you will see that photo shoot a little bit later. I didn't want to put it up until after we introduced the project to you, but
Yes.
we had some fun with that, and we'll post that a little bit after the show. I'll post that. But let's look at some of these great colors in Marmel Duo.
They are all so bright and tropical, and
I guess I should do it this way so you can see
so
why
this
it's going
one
fall.
kind of citrusy. I love that lime. It's like, it's so pretty.
Yeah,
So
that's the citrus. This is the one that you did.
it sure is. It sure is. And I don't remember the names of these. I should be better educated, I guess.
Yeah, the names.
You know what? Maybe I could hold on. Talk for a minute, and I'll see if I can pull them up.
Okay. I think this is 105 or 205. I remember the numbers, but not the names. And then we have the pinks and greens here.
Yes. And that one, I love how the red is like a kind of faded.
Brick red.
Yeah. It's got that kind of weathered red pink kind of, not quite Nantucket pink, but you know, there.
And then here's the purple and that kind of an orangey color. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, she said I could hear Paul doing the lime and the coconut.
Oh God.
We did have fun. And if you're into the soft grays,
very pretty and neutral.
Yeah. And then there's a little bit of aqua in that color.
Mm-hmm. That one is so Lily Pulitzer to me.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. Really pretty.
Hi, Jeannie McLean. And over that little black dress, if you're looking for something elegant for a dinner out.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. So these colors and the stripes are just lend themselves to so many different outfits. Look at that. Now there's that hot pink. Now that's a great lily color too, because look at the bright blue in that one.
Absolutely. That I love how that one has like almost more of a striping quality because you've got that high and low pink tone in that stripe. So
really
very
pretty.
cool.
So those are all the colors of Marmel Duo, and I'm just gonna go across the screen with them so you can see them that way. And the shawl takes 2 hanks.
Yes.
That's it. Simple. And hi, Pam. And I love when we were talking about this over the weekend, Whitney kept saying, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's that simple. That quick. And hi, Nora Fox. Well, welcome to the show, my dear. And right there is, it's so hard to move these colors the right way. And there we go. Finishing up with that sherbet color. So yeah, it's really pretty. I love it in the stripe. And I like the little, let me get this. I'm sure you can all see this right there. I love that trim, the edge on it. I'm almost there, Whitney, on mine.
Almost there. So the nice thing about this is everything is real even. Your increased rows are very easy to remember, and it's a very relaxing, almost kind of meditative knit. And then, yeah, you end it with a little bit of a yarn over lace just to give the bottom hem a little extra something and to help it hang well. But you'll notice that it's shaped so that your arms are not going to be super confined, but you're not dealing with a huge bulk of fabric. So and it should stop right there above your elbow. And it's funny, it hits just a little bit higher on me than it does on Paulette because we're a little bit different height, but it's a one size project, and you do with the Marmel have a little bit of yarn left over. So if you were to try it on, say if you're even taller than I am and you wanted to add a couple inches, well, probably not a couple inches, but an inch or so, you'd have enough yarn left over.
Yeah, maybe you could do like one more row, a couple more rows.
Yeah, one more. It's like a 6-row repeat
Yep.
between your increases. So you could do another 6 or 12, 6 or 12 rows if you really wanted to.
Yep. So it's really very, once you get rolling on it, it just keeps going. It just keeps going and growing and growing and growing and growing. So your rows are getting it's worked in the round, so your circle is getting bigger and bigger, but you're watching it grow as you're doing that. So I chose to do mine in a solid, and I'm using Zoe for mine. So the kit is going to be offered both ways. You can do it. You can use it with or without. I'm just going to take that comment off so I can see what I'm doing. But you see in the solid, you can see how the little yarn overs are they fall right under each other, which really gives us a nice shape. All the way down, because it at the top, your yarn overs are closer together, and then as you go down, they get farther and farther apart. So it almost looks like gores.
Yes.
As opposed to increases. So really pretty. The shape is lovely on it, and it goes just so it moves really quickly. So Deb Massa is saying, why am I seeing this in Noro? You're not seeing it in Noro.
Nope.
Isn't that funny? This is not Noro. This is Marmel Duo.
But maybe she's imagining it in Noro. Are you imagining it in Noro?
Oh, I see. Why am I seeing this, Nora? You absolutely can. So, let me show. I'm going to grab something.
Well, we've got a brand new Noro. We've got 2 brand new summer Noro yarns that we are definitely going to be talking a lot more about as we start planning for we're done with the planning, but talking about our upcoming Noro Summer Breeze weekend. But there are some great summer blends that would lend itself to this in Noro as well. So if you are a Noro lover, that is absolutely a great option. Both Marmel and Zoe, which is what Paulette is knitting with, those are sport to DK weight yarns, and they both have a little bit of subtle texture to them. So anything that falls into that sport or DK weight gauge from Noro, you could use for this project as well.
Absolutely. So the Marmel Duo, I don't know if you said this while I was away from the screen. I'm sorry if I'm repeating it. Well, the Marmel Duo and the Zoe, you've got cotton and linen.
Yes.
And then when we go to the Noros, if you were so inclined to use, is that Natsumeki?
It is
really cool. I love this color. But Natsumeki would be that would be a great yarn for this, right? Because it's also a DK.
Absolutely.
And so let me see here. So on the Marmel and Zoe, you need 2 balls.
Yes, because those are in that 200 plus. So Marmel is 284 yards. Marmel Duo is 284 yards. But if you wanted to use Noro Natsumeki, you would.
I think you'd only
need 1.
Yeah. You could get one because it's 480 meters.
Yes. So I'm pulling it up on the website.
Yep. Yukata would also work.
Yeah.
Julian saying Yukata would work. Now, that was a good point you brought up, Jillian, because one of the things that I did was I started Zoe is a sport weight. Marmel Duo is a DK. I
Mhm.
started mine with the same size needle that Whitney used on here, and I actually went up a needle size. So, and I like that I did that. I like the way it started a little bit tighter at the top, and then the knit opens up just a little bit. I just went up one needle size to give
Mhm.
it a little more open look. So it's mine is going to, just be a little bit more fit. Not I don't want to say fitted, but have a little more angle at the top, and then
Mhm.
the drape after. And that, what was that? Maybe the first 3
It's
inches,
not
4 inches.
yeah, just a
Yeah.
couple inches.
And when you block it, it's probably going to block out bigger anyway, because I haven't had a chance to block this. And we didn't even block this one.
No, no, we didn't. We
It's
didn't even steam it.
No,
We're
we were gonna steam it, and we never got around to it, and it looks fine. I think we kind of
the
blocked it by trying it back and forth.
well that and the ambient humidity right now, because we had some like cloudy kind of damp days, probably worked well enough.
Yep, yep,
Just
I agree.
so.
So Gloria Hamilthis, thank you for sharing, and Lila Foster, good evening. So we're just looking at all the great yarns you could use for this. The other new one, Campito, would also work, because that would be more like a solid or a little tonal
It's
with
like
the,
10 little Tweety.
yeah,
Mhm.
little Tweeties going through it. So, so Joanne Gazowski is saying, I thought DK and sport weight was the same thing. No, they're actually not, but they're really close.
They're really close. Like we're really just splitting hairs.
Right, exactly. We're splitting fibers at that point, right?
Quite
We're splitting
literally.
fibers at that point. They really are very much interchangeable. I just kind of thought that I liked it a little more open in the knit when I was looking at it, and when I first started knitting, I thought I think I'm just going to go up a needle size, and I'm glad I did. So, and we also talked, Whitney, that gauge is not critical on this.
Absolutely not. I mean, you want to be in a ballpark, but if you're off by a quarter of a stitch, over 4 inches in your gauge in this kind of project, you're not really worried about a super custom close fit. Like this
Right.
is it's kind of that joyful knitting that is knitting shawls. If you like the fabric you're making, and based on the numbers that we've used, you'd have to really struggle to make it too small. Really, really struggle. And I don't think you could make it, if you made it a little bit bigger, it would just sit a little bit further out on your shoulders. So
Right.
maybe, if you're taller, maybe you have a little bit different proportions. If your shoulders are a little bit broader, then it might fit you a little bit differently at the neckline, but it's not going to choke you, and it's probably not going to fall off either. So
Right. Right.
very flexible garment. And we know knitters love options. So that's why we wanted to show it in the Zoe and
Yep.
the
And I
Marmel.
mean, if you wanted to do something like this, you could, but I really think the beauty of it is just draped over your shoulders. And it's great with a little sundress. Whitney had
Mhm.
tried it, was wearing a sundress the other day when we took the pictures, and I had a little sun top on. So yeah, it worked really great. So Kristen is saying, I might have missed it, but what is the name of the color of the yarn, the one I have on? You know what? Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to grab these yarns.
Okay.
I'll just grab. The colors are so vibrant. I hate to miss them.
And we just kept chatting, so we never went back through the yarn color names. So the blue is actually called Norwich, and Marmel is an old English word that means marble. So I think that's why they've gone with all these UK locale names for the colors of this yarn.
Okay. Yeah. So here you go. So you have the name. Yep, that's not Norwich, and Norwich is actually also a town in Connecticut, right in New London County.
Yes.
Yep. So that's this one, and then
I was in Norwich, Vermont this morning.
That's right. So, and give me other names that you've got there, and I'll pull up the color.
Okay. So the pink 207, the one that's that one's Leeds.
So you can see how pretty those colors are in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that soft pink and kind of brick red stripe. That one's called Brighton.
Where did Brighton? Do I not have Brighton with me? No, I have Cambridge. Hold on, I didn't.
Well, where's your color runner? You could hold up the runner.
Hold on.
We have so many options. But as knitters, we do love our options, don't we?
Here's Brighton. That's really pretty. It's colors.
Yes. Yep. Love that. Love that. The purple is called Cambridge.
Yeah.
Very royal, regal, purple. And then the softest pink with the green tweedy. Oh, that one. I think that one's Bath, isn't it?
This one is Bath. Yep, that one's Bath.
So that's
pretty with the gray and soft pinks.
Yes, that gray and blue neutral, but it has some pink speckling or kind of salmony coral speckling. And then 02 is Sunderland, which is the one that has a little bit of a greeny brown tone. So the other neutral. Yes.
Yep.
But I love that pop of navy blue in there. I can't get enough of navy, so I like that a lot.
Navy is my black.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
Navy is my black. And then did we show this one, Bath? Yeah.
Yes, we did. The lime green is called Durham. Very pretty.
The lime and the coconut.
That's right.
Yes. So we got a couple of questions here. So, Kristen, thank you. I love the colors. They are really pretty. And the first ball that we showed you. So when Whitney first started working on this is the color she used, and it made me think of this.
Yes.
Isn't that funny?
It's funny.
So, here you have cotton silk and polyamide. Mm-hmm. And this is a cotton and acrylic.
And it has some linen too. Yeah.
60-40 cotton acrylic.
I thought it had linen.
I thought it did too. Huh. So there we are. Those are two different cottons. So let's see. Robbie says, is this what Whitney was wearing when you went out to dinner? Yes, it is. How did you know?
Because Paul sneak peeked the project.
He did.
He did. He shared it on his Facebook page, and I was like, "Ooh."
Leave it to Paul. He knew he'd be out of town. He wouldn't get in trouble. He is in trouble now. He is in trouble. So yeah. So we've got. This is a lot of fun. So 2 balls of Marmel Duo, 2 balls of Zoe. So in case you go on, if you decide, I posted it on the website using the Marmel Duo. Mm-hmm. And I haven't had a chance to get the Zoes up there. So if you see, if you want the Zoe, just go to Zoe on our website and order 2 balls of whatever color you want to put it in, and just put the note in there that you want the fresh salt. Don't you love the name of it? We were at Fresh Salt for dinner too. Yeah. So, great place too. If you're ever in Westbrook, Connecticut, right there at the Saybrook Point Inn. And we talked about the name for this shawl, and I just thought, and I love Fresh Salt, and Whitney loved the name. So we just said, let's do it. Let's go with it. So it's a pretty one. I like it. So Zoe, Marmel Duo, Natsumeki, Campeto, just name. I mean, they're all there, and they're great
options galore.
Yep. Oh, Kristen, you're right. It is an old Saybrook. Yep, that's where we were. So it was a little bit cold to eat outside, but we certainly had some fun taking pictures there.
We did.
Yeah. So Whitney, we've got some other great stuff going on.
We do. We have a really exciting weekend coming up in June, don't we?
Yep, first weekend of summer.
Yes. So we are going to be doing a Noro Summer Breeze weekend of Noro yarn tastings, trunk show with the new summer Noro magazine garments are going to be in the house. And we're going to have a series of classes, which I think is very exciting. And they're all going to be kind of technique focused on how to improve your experience working with Noro and striping yarns, as well as, other techniques that you can apply to knitting projects across your craft.
So it's interesting that, yes, this is a Noro weekend because we're introducing all the spring summer garments for, I should say summer now,
Right.
all the summer garments for Noro and Magazine 24. All those will be in the shop. We're going to have a happy hour on Friday. So we're kicking off the event with a happy hour on Friday. And we wanted to make this an event that if you wanted to grab some friends and come out for the weekend, this is a great way to do it. It's easy to get here. We're a straight shot up or down 95, and it's a lot of fun. We've got things planned for the whole weekend. Your entry into the weekend includes your tasting kit and a pattern that will, as we are so fortunate to have Whitney put together for us, all these great things. And it's going to be such a great weekend. So I've been winding yarns for that, because we we curate the yarns for the tasting kit, and then Whitney comes up with the design. So that is your entry includes that. I'm so excited. I just got approval for Noro stitch markers today. So Noro stitch markers coming in for the event. And I'm choking while I'm sitting here with my water. And so, but when we talked about the classes, somebody mentioned on Facebook, they love the idea of the whole weekend, but they're not super fans of Noro, and that's okay, because you don't have to be. People thought this was knitted with Noro. So when I think about the classes, Whitney, and what you're focusing on in the classes, as you said, self-striping yarn is the technique that, working with self-striping yarn is what we're going to be talking about. Am I correct? So can you expand on that a little bit for us?
So I'm pulling up our list of classes right now so that I can refresh my memory. So we are going, the classes are all a la carte, in case that wasn't clear.
Right.
We're going to do a shapes class. So the shapes class is going to help you understand how stripes and color changing yarn play in different shapes within knitting. So that doesn't have to be Noro. That could be anything that you love that maybe stripes. Maybe it's, maybe you love sock yarn. Maybe you love just color pattern, color changing yarns. Even like just other variegated. So it's going to help you play with color within the shapes and directions of your knitting. So that's the shapes. That's the Noro shapes class, knit circles or squares. So we're going to do that one. And then we've got a movement class, which is beyond small projects. So a lot of times when we have yarns that are doing a lot of the work for us, we tend to put them into a concept that's a smaller project. But what can we do with those yarns to kind of elevate our larger garments, and how can we use those to maximum effect with some stitch patterning? So we're going to apply lace work and increases and decreases to kind of force our fabrics to change, and therefore make color changing yarns graphic in a different manner. And then the third class is a texture class, and that is going to speak not only to stitch texture, but to pairing different weights of yarn to make a truly custom experience while you're knitting. So, remove the word Noro and it works for any type of yarn. We just happen to be dovetailing it into our Noro Summer Breeze weekend when we are fortunate enough at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl to host that Summer Noro Magazine trunk show.
Right. So it works out really well. So each of the classes are separate. You can sign up for one or all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you can sign up and you can come Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
mm-hmm.
and see the projects over and over again if you want, the different garments. They'll be hero weekend. You can try
Mm-hmm.
them on and see what you like. If we happen to run out of a color for something, it's early enough in the season that we can still get them for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, nice and soon. We've got a good supply of yarns in stock here for you, and some great classes too. So as I said in my post, come for some of it, come for all of it, but don't miss it.
Yes.
Because whatever you do, we've got such a great variety of things too, and so might put you on the spot here, Whitney.
Okay.
Virtual classes?
Yes. We had, so this past weekend, we incorporated a virtual student into our live class or in-person class, and we got the best feedback, and we really felt, and I think some of our students would attest to it, as well as as Joanne, who was our virtual student. We were able to make it as though the virtual students were really a part of the group, and we would love to do that again. So if you are maybe not local to Niantic, or maybe you're not able to make the trip and make a weekend of it and enjoy the town and all of our events, please feel free to register. We will get you into each of our class sessions virtually through Zoom, and you will get all the same one-on-one connection that we are able to provide with hands-on, just remotely.
And so what we'll do is if you are not able to make a road trip out
Mm-hmm.
this way, and you want to sign up for the classes, just let us know. We mark the class, and then in the notes just put virtual, so that we
Yes.
can, we're sure to send you, make sure we've got people who need that link to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Rita's saying, it just sounds like a lot of fun, but I know that Rita's out in California. So if there was a class you wanted to attend, we can make that happen.
Absolutely.
And they're all a la carte. So it's not like you're signing up for all three of them. If you think you just want to go to one, or you got something to do on Sunday, but you're around on Saturday, that kind of thing. We can work that all out. So take a close look at all those classes that we have coming up too. And for those of you who can make it out for a road trip, or who are local, we'd love to have you here the whole weekend. Dovetailing on the weekend, for our virtual audience, we will have the regular Noro trunk show the Monday following so that'd be the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, the 24th.
Yes.
That Monday, Carla Scott will be with us virtually, along with some designers who have projects in the magazine, and we'll be fine. Nancy, if you want to join us for happy hour, she says provide your own alcohol if you're virtual.
Yeah, sorry, no digital cocktails.
No digital cocktails. You can make it feel like you're having a cocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited about, just the whole weekend is going to be such a fun time, kicking it off on Friday night and then just going straight through Saturday. So the shop will be open. It's regular hours on Saturday and Friday. We're going to do the little happy hour on Friday afternoon. And then for the classes, you bring your own lunch, if you're going to be staying for the other classes. And it's just going to be here for everybody to have a good old time. We're going to have prizes. We're going to do spin the wheel for discounts. So if you've ever been to any of our retreats, we have our Wheel of Fun, and it's got all different discount prices on it, or discount amounts, and you spin it and you get that discount. If you are a virtual customer, we can spin for you. We don't want you to miss out on any of the fun if you can't get here. We would love to have you here, however. That would make us really happy if you could get here. So we got lots of good comments here. So Margaret Goldschneider says, yay, yay for summer classes. And then Rita, what fun. What a way to kick off summer knitting, Kristen is saying. Kristen Parkhurst, teachers are out of school and ready for summer. Yay.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, sign up for the event and get your tasting kit. And get that unique pattern. That's not something you're going to find in the magazine.
No, this is a bonus.
Yep, exactly. So you sign up and you've got that, and you get all the little goodies that we have all weekend. And then Robbie is saying that it worked out really well when we had our virtual student in the class the other day.
Awesome. So, thank you, Robbie.
Yeah, it was good. And Gina McLean, yep, everybody's thinking this is a great idea. Paul Meyer Lime, Nancy Parks, do not edge him on. Bring your own L, BYOL. I don't know what the L is, Paul. I thought you were out to dinner with John.
Bring your own lime.
Bring your own lime. I don't know. Gina Bates, what's a tasting kit?
Tasting kits are the best way to get to try the latest selection of seasonal Noro yarns. And we custom curate them and put together a nice selection of colors and samples for you to swatch with. But we also give you a custom design pattern so that you can swatch with a purpose. So you are going to learn about how all the different fibers work in the yarns. You're going to get a real feel for which ones you like best, maybe which ones are not your cup of tea, which that's oftentimes a lot more rare. And when you're done, you'll have some great information for planning like larger projects, but you'll also have a beautiful piece that you can enjoy.
So Deb Massa, you absolutely can buy a kit. It's called registration. Maybe we should just put tasting kit /registration. The tasting kit is your registration. So if you want a tasting kit, sign up, even though you're not taking any classes, just register and you will get a tasting kit. So what's a tasting kit? So this is an example of a tasting kit. So what we do is we take 6 different yarns, wind them into mini skeins or mini cakes for you. And then Whitney has designed, and this is last summer's, and then Whitney designs a project and using the yarn. So every kit, every tasting kit is random because all the colors work together. Yes. So did we decide in this one we're going to have 3 stripes and 3 solids?
Yes, I think that's all pretty much our goal. And we use the term solid should be used loosely because
very loosely.
There's only one true solid, and even it's not a true solid because some of the colors are kind of marly. But most of the solids in Noro are tweedy.
Right. So. Or they're very tonal.
Yes.
Sonata is about the only thing I could think of as far as summer yarns being the solid yarn, but it's not really.
No, it's very tonal.
It's got lots of tonality in it. And yes, it comes with a pattern in the mini kit. That's exactly right. So you'll get 6 skeins of yarn or 6 little balls of yarn, and those yarns will be sufficient to knit whatever Whitney just designs for that tasting kit. So this is our tasting kit from last summer.
And that's the Tidewater wrap. And you can still order a Tidewater wrap kit from KnittyGrittyYarnGirl if you love that project. But there is going to be an even more exciting or another similarly exciting project that's absolutely new for this season's yarn tasting.
So, and Rita's asking, do we need the latest magazine? You do not need the latest magazine. If you would like to purchase the latest magazine and you have not done that yet, yes, you can purchase it. You can purchase it at the same time that you register for the event. But the kit that the design that Whitney is going to put together and for this tasting kit has nothing to it's the only thing it has to do with Noro is that it's Noro yarns.
Yeah, it's supplementary to the magazine.
Yeah, you will not find it in the magazine at all. So yeah, this is our little thing that we do. Yes, the Tidewater wrap is really lovely.
And I don't feel like it's a little thing, but it is definitely exclusive to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. So this is not something that you're going to be able to. I mean, maybe later down the road you'll be able to get it, online, but not for a long time. So don't miss out.
Right, exactly. So yeah, these are we have a lot of fun with them. It's been a real pleasure to work with Whitney in with you, Whitney, I should say. I shouldn't talk about you like you're not here.
Thank you.
No, we've had such a great time with these because we run through the shop, and whether it's Noro or it's a Patagonia or a Marmel Duo, we're always grabbing stuff and saying, "Oh, this will work for this, and this will work for that." And so the unsubscription boxes that we put out each month are really just a lot of fun to gather up the yarns and say, oh yeah, we're going to do it with this, and or we'll try this one this time. And it's just been, it's such a little surprise for me each month.
Well, and I have to say, I want to throw a lot of the credit back to our really great and supportive Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl groupies, because you all give us a lot of inspiration. You kind of lead us to what you want, and we are, we're always trying to anticipate and also honor the feedback that we're getting from you all. So we want, please feel free to share your ideas. We will help put them into action and make sure that you are getting that really special knitting experience that you want.
Yep. So we've got some comments here. So Darren loves the Tidewater. He's knitted it 3 times. I love it.
Oh, bless you, Darren. Thank you.
And you can use a solid yarn. It doesn't have to be Noro. It's just a great little pattern. And Rob, wait a minute. Let's put this up here. Whitney should see this one. Whitney's a great teacher. Yes, she is a great teacher. And
thanks, Robbie.
And so Kristen is asking Darren, is the Tidewater good for adventurous beginners? Now I'm gonna answer that one for Darren. I would love to hear what you have to say, but I will say that I have watched an adventurous beginner in this shop create this pattern with virtually no issues. And so, and that adventurous beginner is Andrea Fenton. So I'm going to call her out here and say, Andrea comes in the shop and she'll sit here and she will knit. And the one thing she's learned is that if she has to focus on what the pattern is saying, then she can't be talking with everybody. She has to just keep knitting. But but the pattern, I think, is easy enough. Just do what it tells you.
Use your stitch markers.
Use your stitch marker. Right. Correct. Absolutely. So Darren is saying he would say, yes, it is for adventurous beginners. But Whitney, that's probably one of the best pieces of advice you could give people. I am not a beginner, but if you look on my project, I have a stitch marker at the beginning of every section here. And as this project is growing, my stitch markers are getting farther and farther apart because I have an increase at the beginning and in the middle of every section. But my stitch markers stay where they're supposed to stay. So I know where this section begins and ends. And if it doesn't, then I've done something wrong in this, whether you've got 10 stitches or you've increased to 30 stitches or 40 stitches in that section, you should begin and end in the right place. So yes, that stitch markers are critical, I think, to anybody. I loved, Whitney, the other day when you had the class. Thank you, Kristen. I walked in the front of to the classroom area, and everybody had sticky notes surrounding the chart, just the repeat section on the chart, so that they stayed focused on just the stitches in that one little section. And I think that's amazing. Just those little tips.
And that, sometimes it's as simple as having an instructor give you the permission to think about things the way your brain needs to process them. So don't think just because information is presented on a pattern one way that it has to only be that way. Like,
guess what just fell off?
Your stitch marker.
My stitches and my stitch marker.
Oh no.
Goodness. No, I know where it goes, because I know.
You'll get it back together. You always do.
I will get it back. I can do this.
Yes, you can.
All I have to do is count the stitches now. Now I'm very good at it. So Linda Bro is asking, what size needle did you use for fresh salt?
I think a 5 or a 6.
I think you used a 6, because I think I'm using a 7. No, am I using a 7? Did you use a 5 and I'm using a 6? I can't remember.
I have to find the pattern.
Hold on, I have it with me. Oh no, I don't. Hold on.
Oh, I have it right here. It's coming. Hello. Oh, now it says it won't open. Ugh.
It's okay. I'll get it. I can watch. I'll look at my needle. You used a 5. This is a 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Pattern calls for a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So we had a lot of fun with this, as we always do. I'm putting my stitches back on my needle. My son used to say, dummy, 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 dummy. There we go.
and took a nap.
Right. And then I took a nap. All right. So now I have to tell everybody this story.
Oh my. It's the best story.
So, kids say the darndest things. So when Brian was probably 5, my son was probably 5 years old, because he was riding a 2-wheeler. So he taught himself how to ride the 2-wheeler when he was 4.5. So he was somewhere between 4 and 5. And my husband and I went away for the weekend, and my mom had my daughter and my son, and my daughter's girlfriend came to my mother's house. And so every day Brian would write me a little note, because he was learning how to print in school and write sentences. And so he'd write a little note. And so I came home, and there was a note. It said Brian on the top, and it said Saturday. I rode my bicycle around the block at Grammy's house with Jen and Kathy. I also played with Eddie, and by accident I called Eddie a jerk off. I also took a nap. Brian. Sorry for the little off color in there, but that little thing was the cutest note I had ever received in my life, and it is now framed in my bathroom, in our guest bathroom. So whenever anybody goes in the guest bathroom, they all come out chuckling. And then my grandson wrote, when he was 4, he went to his Nana and Paul's wetting, Wetting. And I love children's expressions and all the little things that they do and say. They make me laugh, and they always keep me smiling. Yep, Deb, it is so sweet. And we tease him to this day. And we always, when something silly happens, we always say, and then I took a nap. And so, and then I took a nap. So, all right, we are going to get our sharing prize ready. So let me, our sharing prize name. So let me go into the sharing bucket.
Oh, this is going to be so good. The sharing bucket is overflowing nearly. I mean, it's a pretty big bucket, but you all are so great at sharing posts and helping us, get the word about Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl out there into the wider universe. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate all the love.
Yeah. And just keep that sharing coming because Anna Mumford is our winner this week.
Yay,
Anna, you
Anna!
take care. You take good care of those folks at the Trisdale School. I love watching Anna's posts about the school that she works at. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. Thank you, Whitney, for another lovely cape for all of us, another lovely project that we can work on quick and easy. You can have this thing done in a weekend. And
Absolutely.
absolutely. And if you are all, you can find it on our website. I'll post the link later, and we will see you all soon. Everybody stay safe, be well. We love you. And let me get I have to get all my goodies up here so Paul sees what a good person I am. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.